then deputy director, who was acting as director of finance, Sirifnjai, introduced a new system for the matrix to digitalize the rates revenue collection.
Yes.
So then a new cashier was introduced to specifically collect the rates revenues. So that makes it 2. But as time goes on, gradually, right now, we are having 3 again. Because
since when? Since
that one since 2021.
2021.
Yeah, I think 2021.
Now they all keep cash books, the cashiers?
Yes, they all have their own cash books.
How about the finance director or the finance manager one? You don't have cash books?
No, we don't have cash books.
Okay. Now, how do you supervise the work that they do in relation to the cash books that they keep?
Usually, for the rates electronic payment system, that one, what we usually do is a daily printout.
Yes.
Every day they'll make a printout of their transactions.
Yes.
And bank it in the following day. So we ensure that what is the printout total and the banking slip total are the same. So if you confirm that, then the accounts can issue the cashier a receipt and stable it on the printout. So then there'll be a file in the accounts every day where those printouts will file. Before filing also, we ensure that they are all posted, the revenues are posted, the banking slips are posted, then the files can be checked.
Does the accounts clerk have a cash book as well?
Who?
The accounts clerk.
No, the accounts clerk, they didn't have cash book.
They don't have a cash book.
Yeah.
So where do they record all the receipts that they issue?
The receipts they issue?
Yes, to the cashier.
Yeah, the receipts they issue, they are recorded they are posted in the system.
In the system?
Yes. For example, like those GTR, usually the accounts clerk will also have what we call non-cash receipt, the GTR, but it will be a non-cash because for them they don't receive cash.
Yes.
They just use it to facilitate, to enable them to issue a receipt to the cashiers, confirming that what they have collected is actually what they have banked.
Yes.
So they will collect it from the accounts finance manager 2. Finance manager 2 issue them a GTR. The accounts clerk will have that. So anytime, at any given time, they will collect printers or cash books from the cashiers, confirm if they are okay, they issue a receipt. So those receipt references is what they will post in the system to recognize the revenue. So
in the event what the cashiers collect is different from what they take to the bank, how will they address that issue, the accounts clerks?
That can only happen in 2 folds, but the first one can only be over banking, which may be rare to happen.
Come again?
The first one will be over banking.
Over banking?
Like what they actually collect and what is taken to the bank.
So what is taken to the bank is more than what they collect?
Yeah, it will be in 2 folds, either over banking or under banking.
Can you explain under banking and over banking?
Over banking will be if your actual revenue collected is less than what you bank, or you bank more than what you collected.
Yes. Does it happen?
I cannot remember such. That's why I'm saying.
What would cause over banking?
Unless that can only happen if the cashier didn't keep proper record of his collection. So at the end of the day, you have this money in your possession and you know that very well it is not your money. So you can bank it, but that is very rare because I cannot recall such happening.
I don't understand. So maybe you make it much more clear. What would cause over banking? Where would you collect, let's say $1 million and you take to the bank 1.5 million?
No, what I'm saying is that I don't say they do over banking. I'm just responding to what you said.
No, I'm not saying that they do over banking as well.
Okay.
I am saying that we are trying to know.
Yeah.
You have said that they will be issued a receipt. That is the cashiers.
Yes.
At the end of the day, is it every day?
Of course.
It should be at the end of every day.
Yeah, it should be end of every day.
Yes. That they will be issued a receipt by the accounts clerk.
Yeah.
So what is received is what is being receipted for.
Yes.
They receive $100,000, they give a receipt mirroring that number.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, I am asking whether in the case where what they receive is different from what is being received by the cashiers, how would they record that? And you said you may have 2 instances. One is the over banking or under banking.
Yeah.
Now you were explaining overbanking, and I'm now explaining why would a cashier, under any circumstance, have more money than they receive.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What I was trying to explain is that it will be very rare to happen. I have never recorded such during my 6 years of working in council, like my cashiers of a bank. So I cannot recall.
What are the instances that may cause a cashier to receive more money?
So the potential instance may be like your collection for the day. After you close your books, you will find out that there is surplus cash with you. You are very sure. Maybe that you collected the money, you don't issue a receipt yet, and knowing fully that that money is not your personal money, you can bank it after when you reconcile. I'm just an example.
Now let's discuss the issue on the banking.
So
why would a cashier pay to the bank less money than they receive?
On the banking, the ones I experience usually will be, because we are banking with, our main banks are Ajib Bank, Ajib Bank, Eco Bank. Sometimes go Trust Bank also will come frequently.
Right.
So in the event they receive checks from other banks that are more than 100,000. So because we are having banks with them, so the cashiers will collect those checks, but they cannot bank those ones with the daily banking team. That's Eco Bank, GT Bank, and Trust Bank. So they will collect those checks also as well. So if Trust Bank or Eco Bank or GT Bank come early in the morning for the day,
yes,
so it will be practically impossible for them to deposit those checks. So what they will do is they will deposit the ones that are bankable for the day. So the other ones, maybe later in the day or the following day, they can find a time and go and deposit those checks. So
now,
those
go ahead.
can happen. Those are some of the potential.
Now you're talking about your bank accounts. How many bank accounts do you have in KMC since 2018 that you took over? Let's say when you assumed office as the finance manager in 2018, how many bank accounts do you know were in KMC's name?
I think we have Mega Bank, Trust Bank, Eco Bank, GT Bank.
As at the time you took over?
Yeah, Zenith Bank. Yep.
Let's start. Is it Eco Bank?
Eco Bank.
Yes.
Mega Bank.
Yes.
Zenith Bank.
Proceed.
GT Bank. I think those are the ones. How many did I?
4. Eco Bank, Mega, Zenith, and GT Bank.
Trust Bank.
Trust.
Yes.
You had 5 bank accounts.
Ajib is there.
And Ajib?
Yes.
In 2018?
Yes.
Okay. 6. And now, do you know how many bank accounts altogether?
Yes, I think now the Ajib, you have the Mbalit account also as well. Along the way, Mbalit account was created.
The Mbalit account?
Yes.
And as well, all the accounts that are kept by the companies that you create, for example, KMM, KMT. Okay. Do you deal with those accounts as the finance manager or the finance department?
No. For KMM and KMT, I think they are having a separate board.
Separate board?
Board. They have a board that is managing those ones. They report to the board directly.
So they don't, the finance department doesn't have any business with the accounts of the companies that you create?
No.
All right.
Council, let me just find out. If they have a separate vote,
yeah,
the finances that are paid into those accounts,
yeah,
are they not finances from
council,
the general council accounts?
Of course, they are from council.
So then how do you do your reconciliation in terms of income coming in and expenditure? How do you reconcile yourself and the accountant responsible for those two companies in order to have a true picture of the financial status of the council?
Well, anyway, for us in our financial statements, we have a head there for the projects. So any budget, any amount that is planned for those ones, that's why we charge them. So now because if they don't report to us directly, and secondly, we don't know the composition of the board. Those ones are decided at the General Council. Maybe we at Finance will be there receiving the instruction that as the General Council resolution so and so, we are hereby authorized to transfer this. With the CEO and Director of Finance will both sign and approve.
Yes, but Mr. Diba, how correct would that transaction be when you cannot account for the monies that you are taking from the main accounts of council and you are not receiving instructions or updates or reconciliation as to how those monies are being expended?
On our own end, we can account for them in our financial statements. But now, at our own end at council, we can account for them in our financial statement. But now at the other level, that's what we are saying,
yes,
at those their company levels, because of they are not reporting directly to, I don't know where they are reporting to General Council, because my director can be there.
But if they are reporting to General Council, you as Finance Manager 1, you will be able to have the documentation. Because if they report to General Council, i.e. laying their accounts before General Council, this have to be submitted to you, as person doing the reconciliation for the main accounts of the council. Is that not correct?
Yes, you are right.
That is that not the way it is supposed to be?
Yes.
So it's because there is no accounts being laid before council and later on submitted to you for you to do a proper reconciliation. That is why you cannot see the accounts and their transactions.
You are quite right.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, thank you. Yes, so after, aside from these 6 banks that you bank with, do you know how many accounts you have in each bank?
On each bank?
In each bank, do you know how many accounts you have in the name of KMC? Either jointly with a third company or party, or entirely in the name of KMC? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay. Will you be able to give us a list? I know it may be difficult for you to tell us over
yes,
your head now, or
I think that. Yes.
How many banks? How many accounts in EcoBank?
EcoBank, we have the main account is there. That's the main account. There's a dollar account, but that's dormant since the day I arrived. Still now it's the same figure. I don't know, less than 100.
You're no longer with KMC. You're no longer with KMC.
What I'm saying is since I arrived there.
Oh, since you arrived?
So the balance is around $100 up to date. So that is dormant.
Dollar account.
Yeah.
And you have the main account.
Yeah. So you have the KETP project account with the.
Do you have the KEP
project account, both the Dalasi and the Euro account?
Okay. But you also don't manage that, do you?
Yes, I manage KETP. I'm the project finance manager for KETP. Okay. So that one, the Dalasi and the Euro are separate.
I'm not saying you individually. I'm saying in your capacity as a finance manager, does it also follow the same accounting principles in relation to your other accounts, the KEPT?
Yes. Okay, what I'm trying to explain is that I'm the finance manager for KETP. I'm on second at KETP. So, but because of my involvement in the council's accounting operations, so I still now.
So any other as the finance,
exactly,
the manager for KEPT.
Yeah.
But your role there is different with your main role at council as the finance manager 1. Correct? Or
yes.
Is the one the same?
It's almost the same. But right now, council, like my role scales down.
Let me rephrase. What I mean is, the accounts, KEPT, who manages this account?
Me.
You.
Yeah.
Now, if you have to withdraw an amount there, who takes the decision?
If it is me and the director.
You are the director of?
Project director.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with the director of finance at council?
No, it didn't have any relationship with council.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it's separate, it's independent.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Are you giving allowance or salaries for that as well?
Salaries.
Salary?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there any form of reconciliation at the level of the finance department, the finance directors at the KMC in relation to the accounts of of KEPT, or you are saying they are independent?
Yes, there's what in the level of KATB or KMC?
The KEPT account. Do you have any form of scrutiny or any form of accountability or any form of control at the level of the KMC, the Finance Director's Office? Do they control the account? Do they have access to the account?
No, they didn't have control or access.
Control.
They just KATB, they have their own team of auditors for both internal and external auditors. And they report to the board set by the council.
How many accounts do you have at KEPT?
2 accounts, both at EcoBank.
Both at EcoBank.
That's the Darcy and the Euro account.
Can you provide the statement of accounts for these 2?
Of course.
Right, please do. Please write that down.
Yep.
So who do you report to? The board?
Yes, we report to the board.
Have you been preparing financial statements for KEPT?
Yes, their accounts.
How many financial statements do you have?
1. That is 2022.
Since when were you transferred to KEPT?
That's 2022. So the 2023 one is under audit. It's not finished yet.
It's not done yet.
Yeah.
Please write it down as well. We will request for the financial statement for 2022. Mega Bank, how many accounts?
But can I make some clarification?
Yes, yes, yes.
On the KETB, it is not like a full financial statement. They just call it an expenditure verification. Because it's not like the whole council where we have assets, liabilities, and other stuff. So, because you receive a one-off inflow from the partners for you to expend. So, when the auditors come, what they will do is expenditure verification. Nonetheless, I will provide you with those reports and everything.
Let's just have what you have.
Exactly.
And then we can take it from there.
Yeah.
So, Mega Bank, how many accounts? Yes.
Clarity purposes. You said the KMPT doesn't have financial statements?
Yeah, what I mean is that, like, it's not a full financial statement. It's different from the...
Why? Why is it not a full financial statement?
Yeah, because for KETB, it's a one-off inflow. Like, you know, when...
It's a project.
Exactly, it's a project, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a one-off inflow, we give you the expense.
Okay.
So like when the auditors even come, they will not call it as a full audit. Okay. They will just come for an expenditure verification to verify actually what you expense.
But as a finance manager, do you think it is important to audit the project?
Of course, it is very important.
If it is just one-off flows that they receive?
It is very important. And what they are doing.
Yes.
The first one is done.
And then how would you conduct an audit if you don't have a full statement of the activities of the project? If it's just for financial verification, how true would the audit reflect, you understand, the transactions of the project?
No, what I was trying to explain, you know, it's just KETB is just a subsidiary of KMC, I can say.
Yeah.
So, whatever we are doing at the end of the day, if the audits are done, everything is done, yeah, those particular expenditure line,
yes, should
be captured on the KMC as just a one-line expenditure.
Okay.
So that is why when they even come, they will just call it an expenditure verification. But so all the monies they give you, how you spend it, there is a system where you are going to record everything, just like any other accounting system. Okay. They will come and do a thorough audit and go on site also verify the assets you said you procure and everything.
So if I can get it, because I just want to be clear,
yes,
if I can get it, you will have your statements,
yes,
done properly,
yeah,
and your auditing also done properly,
yes,
in which it will reflect in your main budget.
Yes.
And that is what you will translate into a one-line budget activity information.
Exactly.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you. Yes, so now, Mega Bank, how many accounts?
Mega Bank, only one.
Zenith,
Zenith one.
GT Bank,
GT one.
Trust Bank,
Trust Bank one.
Ajib Bank,
Ajib, how much did I give? I give you two. But there was another one also, I think is it the GIS account.
yes.
Yeah, that makes it three. I think I gave you two.
So please, you give us a summary
Okay, I will do that.
of the accounts kept by council when you assumed office,
Okay.
up to date. Now, have you been preparing financial statements at council as the finance manager one every year?
No, how we operate is like,
No, it's either a yes or a no, and then you tell us.
okay, no,
Okay, is there any reason?
yes.
Now, please explain.
You know, if you look at my employment letter
Yes.
and the local government, what do you,
Yes, go ahead.
and the local government, the finance, financial manual.
Yes.
I think I just even came to know about that other one was 2 years ago when we have national audit. They started asking about those working tools. So I knew that that was my role there is different, a bit different from what is in my employment letter. But nonetheless, the financial statement is prepared by the Deputy Director of Finance, which I supervise the accounting function of it. Because without proper accounting functions, he will not be able to generate reports.
Yes.
So we will do all other things to ensure that accounts are reconciled, postings are done, then he will be able to generate the financial statements.
So you didn't have access to the financial manual when you were appointed?
You know, at the time I don't have, you know, council, when I council, I think even my first year at KMC, I was told to write, to request for my computers and stuff. I was a bit reluctant. I think the finance manager too was the guy who made me comfortable to, because all other places you work with, immediately they employ you, they'll make sure that the working tools are available, like your computers and the desks. So they just show me the desks.
They sent me the?
They just show me the desks, where to sit,
Yes.
and told me to request for your computers and stuff.
They asked that you should do the request.
Yeah, so I insisted that I will not do.
Why?
Because I don't even have the letterhead. Because usually, any other place, because KMC is in the first place, second place I work. Before you employ somebody, you have to make sure the grounds you are ready to observe the
Yes.
person. So the computers and working tools should be there. He should be oriented also. So it was the finance manager too who even used his computer and used the letterhead, because I don't even have the letterhead.
So how long did it take? Did that situation?
No, honestly speaking, when he wrote, after everything changes,
But how long?
no, less than a week. But I'm just telling you the process. How?
No, but then there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Then there's no excuse. Then what is the relevance of you saying that you don't have those working tools when it only lasts a week, 7 days?
Yeah, but on the ideal situation, working environment.
I agree.
Yeah, so.
I agree. But I'm now saying, should that be a reason why you should not prepare the financial statements?
No, they are quite different things. That's not the reason. The reason was I was not told that I should prepare a financial statement on my employment letter. And before, I was not told, but I was told in the employment that you have to work with Deputy Director of Finance and the Director of Finance. So those are the ones I was supporting, coordinating the activities of the accounts office and supporting those. So in doing so, those people, for them to generate the financial statement is easier, because if all the transactions are posted in the account, they will just click a button and generate the reports.
Now, your offer of appointment says, 1, reconciliation of all bank accounts and the general ledger. You have been doing that?
Yes.
How often?
We did it monthly. I think the files are here.
Monthly. Ensure that all accounting transactions are up to date on time.
Yes.
Correspond with the banks to effect payments on overseas purchases of machinery. Responsible for payroll management, including pension and gratuities payment?
For the payroll, that one is not under me.
It's not under you?
It's not under finance. It's under administration.
Why is that?
That was a long time ago. I think when I came newly, during the first 1 year, 6 months, I think it was under finance. But later on, there was a communication between the admin and finance that the payroll is moved to.
Who gave the instruction that it should move from?
No, they didn't instruct me, but to the director of finance.
Yes.
That payroll is moved to admin now.
Who was the director of finance at the time?
No, Sirif was the acting director of finance. Sirif Njai.
Sirif Njai?
Yeah, he was the acting director of finance.
But do you think that's proper?
Basically, it is not proper, though. It is not proper. Even all the time, even last week.
If you don't manage the payroll, how would you be able to know the authenticity of the payments should be effective?
It is not proper. They have been back and forth at the committee level every time. So a month ago, I think they agree now that it should come back to finance. So I don't know whether
do you know whether Sirif Njai received a memo to that effect?
No,
you have no idea?
No idea.
Now, but you have said you do not prepare financial statements. Do you know whether someone else had been preparing financial statements in council?
Yes.
Who?
The deputy director of finance.
Who is that?
Sirif Njai.
He had been preparing financial statements?
Yes.
You have seen?
Yes.
For how long?
Since day one.
Bank reconciliations?
Me and my team, we have been doing it.
Bank reconciliations?
Yeah.
Do you have copies of the bank reconciliations you have prepared?
I think they are at the back of your desk there.
At the back of?
The desk there.
The back
at the back of your care.
Please come again.
At the back end there, the files are there.
No, did you submit it?
Yes, we submitted them.
You submitted?
Yes.
You yourself submitted the bank reconciliations?
I submitted my team last month. We came here.
Last month?
Yeah, we came here also because we heard that the commission were not able to see some of these documents. So we were taking it around, so they took us through the back there. So we have seen the files there, the reconstruction files.
You submitted all from which year to which year?
I think everything from 2018.
2018?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we have vouchers here.
Okay.
That I want you to look at. Is payments made to AMCC Enterprise.
Yeah.
2019. I know you were asked these questions by the investigators in relation to double payments, or what appears to be double payment made to KMCC for the same work done.
Yes.
Please go through.
So now, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen them.
You, in your statement, you've addressed the issue of this double payment. What can you tell us about these two payments, the same amount made to AMCC? The two vouchers, PV 190245 and 190246, were raised the same day, right?
Yes, they are all the same day.
Most of the documents are the same. Even the procurement documents are the same. Why was there a reason to make two payments at the same time? Do you know?
No, basically because I was not aware, as I said in my statement, that there was...
Why would you not be aware? You have been the finance manager. You are to supervise the accounts clerk.
Yes.
They raise these vouchers, correct?
Yes, there is the vouchers.
And your job is to supervise the work that they do?
Yes.
So go ahead.
You know, council, like how they operate this, like the director of finance, if the payments are as evidence done, he can just minute to the accounts please process. So that will go to the account clerk directly.
Yes.
So they can post. So sometimes if it passes through me, like in this particular case, the other one passed, but the other one I wasn't aware. When I came to the commission, I also go through it.
Yes.
I've seen that it seems like a double payment, but at the same time, I've seen some disparities in the narration.
Some?
Disparities in the narration.
Okay.
On the request.
Yes.
It was stating the other one is 6 days and the other one is 7 days.
Yes.
And the invoice.
It's the same area, same date, same amount, same invoices raised. Everything is just basically the same. Everything there is just the same.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the same area, because I remember very well a month ago, Sirif is at Banjul now, but he came to my office in the evening. But he was so worried about this particular, he didn't even understand. He can't recall. I told him, anyway, if you go to the commission, tell them to allow you to have a look at the document thoroughly to be able to establish. And at the same time, he called the vendor also, the vendor concerned. So, and the vendor also said clearly that there are different locations.
No, the vendor didn't say that here.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
The contractor, sorry, they didn't say that.
The contractor told me and Sirif, it was around 5 to 6 in the evening at the office. That, I know basically, that one, you may not take it, because obviously, even if it is me, unless I'm just faithful to Allah.
When a contract is given and work is completed, you will definitely have a certificate to show that work is completed. A job completion certificate, correct?
Yeah, it should be there.
Yeah, but you have it only on in one of the vouchers and not the other.
Yeah, maybe the other one, maybe an oversight.
What is an oversight?
Yeah, something is
oversight now. Everyone wants to use it.
No, something you're supposed to do and you don't do it.
So,
yes.
Finish what he is saying, and then you can respond, because you are talking over each other's head, and we are not getting your evidence.
Thank you.
Yes. So what is an oversight? What do you mean when you say it's an oversight?
Something you're supposed to do, in this particular case, you're supposed to do, like if the job is done satisfactorily,
yes,
but you fail to do it, maybe for one reason or the other.
What would be the reason?
In this particular case, I don't know the reason why it was not there.
So the payment would not be a genuine payment, because there is no evidence of it being a separate exercise or contract, and also the idea whether in fact job was completed.
Yeah, but and I don't think this should be the user should be able to open the air.
No, the user. The finance department should be in a position to state whether it was necessary to make payment or not.
Yes, and they should be, but that's what I'm saying. If you look at the document here, it's different. They are saying this one is in 6 days, this one is in 7 days. So it can be in the same location, the same word.
Let's assume the answer is yes. Now, where is the job completion certificate that the contract was awarded? It was a different contract to the first one, and then and it was executed. So
maybe the finance also, the lapses we had there was we should have verified to ensure that there was a completion certificate before, or if it is not that, we engage the planning to ensure that the certificate is attached before we proceed with the payment.
Now, how sure are we that job was completed and it was different from the one that was paid first?
How sure are we?
How sure would anyone be in relation to the genuineness of that payment?
I think the only thing now is if the planning can confirm that the job is completed.
Now, it is also your responsibility as the finance manager to prepare the monthly summary of receipts and payments. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have been doing that?
Yes, I have been doing, not actually monthly, but periodically.
What do you mean periodically?
It can be every 6 months, 3 months, and the annual one.
And it's documented?
Yes, I have records of them.
Can you produce these records?
Yes, so I have some of them with me here.
Can we see the ones you have? We apply to tender the following documents, income and expenditure statements. The first is the income and expenditure statement for 2021. That's 3 pages. The second is the income and expenditure statement for the period ended 31st December 2023. The third is the income and expenditure as at 31st December 2022. You have the one for 2020 as at 30th of September 2020. You have the income and expenditure as at 31st March 2020. Income and expenditure as at 31st June 2020. Income and expenditure for the period ended 31st December 2020. Income and expenditure as at 30th of June 2021. Income and expenditure for the period ended 30th September 2021. All into evidence as an exhibit. That's all you have?
Yes.
Or should we expect?
Yes, I have orders there because I was called in the weekend, so and I traveled to the provinces. So
you were in the provinces?
yeah, I traveled to the provinces in the weekend, so I couldn't have.
Very well then. We'll give you time to come back and submit the rest.
Mr. Dibba,
Yes.
the statements for 2020, 2021, 2022 are not complete. You have few months, 1 month in a year. Do you have the complete
For 2020?
for the years, that is from 2018?
Yes, I have other statements as well. That's what I was saying.
You have
That
the complete from 2018 to January 2023?
I think I have from 2019. From 2019.
2019.
Yeah, I have some.
You don't have 2018?
2018, but still I can have the system is there. I can generate the report.
Yes. All right.
They are all in the system.
Yes. I believe that is what you were asked by council to produce, right?
Yes.
Thank you. The Kanifing Municipal Council income and expense. The council's income and expenditure as of 31st of June 2020. Council's income and expenditure, a report as of 30th of September 2020.